Hey, good morning. Happy Friday, July the 7th. Good morning to all of you. Here's my first cup of coffee this morning, and probably my last, but good morning. Hope you're enjoying your favorite morning beverage right now with me. Cheers. Ah, how do you like that mug, huh? Kincaid mug, Thomas Kincaid. That's pretty sweet, isn't it? I had one of my friends contact me yesterday through Facebook. To, Warzy, where do you manage to store all those coffee mugs? Well, my friend, I tell you what, I have downsized my coffee mugs, my collection, since we moved here to Florida. Uh, Over there in Tower City, I would have a different coffee mug just about every day uh, when I made my videos. And now I am down to, I want to say, maybe maybe 50, give or take, coffee mugs in my collection. And I got to downsize again. That's going to hurt my feelings. But I got one uh, cabinet here that is designated just for my coffee mugs. And it's not easy doing that in a park model, if you know what I mean. But yeah, like I said, I got about 50, give or take, different coffee mugs. And this one here, I haven't used that often. Um, I like it, but it gets stored away all the way in the back. Actually, I rotated some of my stock, my coffee mug stock, earlier this morning. So that's enough of that story right there. If you have any other questions or comments, by all means, send them my way. I'll try to answer them for you. Cheers. And by the way, I want to let all you people know that I do appreciate uh, you guys watching my videos. I really do appreciate it. Thanks for your support. And if you wouldn't mind, help me out some more here. Uh, Talk to your friends and neighbors, your people, about this old geezer that makes a good morning video 3 or 4 times a week right now. Um, let them know they can go to my YouTube channel and just watch the videos that I have made for, oh, I guess now it's going on to maybe 7, 8 years that I've been doing these good morning videos. And there's times, I got to tell you, there's times that I make my good morning videos, but they don't get out there to the public through YouTube or whatever because of processing. They might not get out there until the middle of the afternoon. All right. But when I do make them, it's usually in the morning. I'll tell you differently if it's not a morning video. Okay? All right. Anyway, as I said, today is Friday, July the 7th. Temperature right now over here in the Sunshine State, beautiful Leesburg, Florida area. It's about 83, 84 degrees right now. A little bit of humidity out there. I'm sure it's going to build. Um, Temperature later on this afternoon, they're saying that it's going to be like 89 degrees. Well, I'm saying it's probably going to be 92, 94-ish degrees. So take that for what it's worth. They're saying there's storms in the forecast later on for today. And again, just take all that information with a grain of salt, because sometimes it happens and then sometimes it doesn't. Oh, I got to tell you, a couple days ago, um, I was cooking out on my one of my few grills that I have outside here, um, and I did some um, cheap cuts of uh, ribeye steaks. And what I mean by cheap cuts, they didn't have a lot of marbling in them. I looked or Carol looked the best that she could when she was picking up these ribeye steaks, but she said the choices were very slim pickings. There wasn't much marbling in them, but she got a 4-pack of them. They were on sale. I think it was over there at Winn-Dixie. Less than $5 a pound, boneless ribeyes. And she brought them home here, and I wanted to try a new recipe, if you want to call it a recipe, that I got from one of my neighbor friends over here at Holiday RV Village. And he said, hey, Warzy, take your steaks and now you can make a paste out of what I'm going to tell you, or you can just sprinkle it on your steaks without water, all right? Take some baking soda, all right? And add, let's say, a tablespoonful into a little bowl and add water to it. And make it like a gravy, if you want to call it that. Stir it all up. And then drizzle it on your steaks. And let it sit there, the top and the bottom, flip them. And let this mixture of this baking soda and water get into the steaks, or any cut of meat, actually, for approximately 15, maybe 20 minutes at the most. Don't do it any longer than that. This baking soda, penetrates into it, and it breaks down the meat in that, and I'll tell you what, it makes a nice tender steak. Yes, it does. So I did it that way, and then Carol always buys these pork loins, and then she'll cut them down to make boneless pork chops. So what I did on another day, just a day or so ago, I cooked out on the grill again, and this was on my Kingsford charcoal grill. I did this one. I took my boneless pork chops, and I did the same thing, except this time around, I didn't make it like a gravy. All I did was take the box of the baking soda, and, I plated up the pork chops, and I sprinkled baking soda on my pork chops. Then I flipped them over, and I sprinkled some more. And, do it easily. You don't want to overdo it, okay? And I let it sit there again for 15, 20 minutes, and then I went out there to cook. And I'll tell you what, the pork chops turned out real nice. Give it a try, all right? Now, the reason I tell you not to leave it on there for any real length of time is because this baking soda breaks down the meat product, and if you leave it on there too long, your meat, for a better way to describe it, the meat gets mushy, if you want to say, the texture, okay? You don't want that to happen. You just want it to break it down where when you cut it down and go to, have a piece and chew on it, it's just nice and tender. So try it out. Let me know what you think. Oh, and what you do, even though you're putting this baking soda mixture on, either with water or without, don't forget to add your seasonings. Me, for the steaks this last time around, all I did was some sea salt and some regular pepper this time around. And then on my pork chops, what I did after I put the baking soda on, I got some garlic powder, and I sprinkled that both sides, lightly, and some more pepper, because my father would always say, more pepper. And I loaded it up pretty good with pepper on both sides, and then I put those on a grill, and they turned out real nice. And of course, with that, the meat meal, we had a nice little side salad, and a baked potato, and it was pretty good. Yeah, it was. Okay, enough of that. Like I said, if you try this recipe out that I just sent out there, let me know what you think, okay? And if you have any other ideas, let us know what you think about your ideas. Inquiring minds always want to know. All right, birthdays today. Ringo Starr. Happy birthday, Ringo. 84 years young. God bless you, brother. It would have been Doc Severinsen's birthday, from the Tonight Show. Shelley Duvall, 73 years young today. It's World Chocolate Day, National Strawberry Sundae Day, Global Forgiveness Day. I think we all have to forgive people every now and then. Everybody, we're not perfect, all right? We can try to do better throughout our life on Earth here, and we all make mistakes, and we're not perfect, okay? So if somebody did you wrong one way or the other, try to have it in your heart and get over it and forgive them. Life's too short. It's also National Day of Rock and Roll. Yes, it is. So if you're a big rock and roll fan, crank up your music system, whatever it might be, and just play some good old rock and roll today. Celebrate, yes. What else? National Dive Bar Day. I've been to a few dive bars throughout my life. There was one, excuse me, that I used to frequent quite often when I worked third shift. And this is going back many, 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 many years ago, over there in good old Downingtown, Pennsylvania. And it was just a little corner bar. And when I say dive bar, it wasn't that it wasn't clean or anything. It's just a regular corner bar. And I guess that's why they call them dive bars. I don't know. But the bar that I would frequent after we'd get off third shift with the people that I worked with, we'd all go over to this bar. And my friends over there in Downingtown, they're going to know exactly which one. Jimmy's Bar. All right. We'd go over there. And he'd have hot sausages out and have a pool table in there. And I think back then you could get a glass of beer, if my memory serves me right. I think it was about 15 cents per glass of beer, draft beer. Okay, but we'd go in there and we'd have a good time. It was a nice place. Safe haven. And then the other place I frequented, not quite as often as Jimmy's Bar, but I did go into the Crossroads Tavern every now and then. That was a nice little unique place back in the day. And I do still see postings on the Crossroad Tavern over there in Downingtown, Pennsylvania, and it's moving along pretty good. Jimmy's Bar, from what I understand, it doesn't exist any longer, but great memories for both of those places for my life back in the day. What dive bars did you frequent, your corner bars or whatever? What kind of memories do you have of the bars that you frequented? Let us know. Okay, what else do we have here? It's National Father-Daughter Take a Walk Day. Well, if my daughters were here, I'd say, hey, let's go for a walk. I can't remember last time I actually took either one of my two daughters for just a walk, just to walk around and talk, I miss that. Yeah, I do. It's also National Macaroni Day and National Tell the Truth Day, If there's something that you've been skirting on, not telling the exact truth, today might be your day just to break it down and say, hey, look it, that story I've been telling you? Well, that's not quite the way it happened. This is actually how it happened. Tell the truth, Get it off your chest. And that's it. And on this date, July the 7th, back in 1928, sliced bread was sold. Yep, back in 1928, they finally started selling sliced bread. A little bit of useless trivia information for you. And that's all I have, my friends. I hope you enjoyed this video. If so, hit that like button. Comments are always welcome. Subscribe to my channel if you wouldn't mind. Share it with your friends and family. And you can always follow me on Facebook. My name is DJ Ralph Warsey, for those of you that are just watching this for the first time. And I try to make these videos 3 or 4 times a week. Sometimes a little bit more, sometimes a little bit less. And it's all about just sitting back and enjoying, listen to this old geezer talk about nothing, where you can just relax and chill out. All right. And don't have to worry about the hustle and bustle of the day. And it's not about me telling you negative news. We got enough of that out there. I'm not about that. Okay. All right. Let's put it down one more time, my friends. And to you new guys out there, landladies, welcome. Cheers. My friends over here and neighbors over here at Holiday RV Village, hope you guys have a great day today. And of course, my Facebook friends and my RVer friends, my travelers out there, my family members, have a great day. All right. Send me a message every now and then. Let me know how you're doing, okay? And again, I appreciate the fact that you guys watch my video. It makes doing this worthwhile. It really does. God bless all of you. You're going to go out on 3 now. Give me a big smile. Don't sweat the small stuff. Love your family, your kids, because we are not guaranteed tomorrow. Don't forget that. All right? All right. Going out now. 1, 2, 3. I'll catch you all later on. God bless you. Smile.